This is my roadside podcast. I'm heading to the gym. Good morning to you, lovely people. It's 7:15 a.m. I'm after it. I'm getting after it. I'm getting after that workout. Pump you up, right? Arnold Schwarzenegger is probably a terrible impression. But yeah, I'm heading to the gym. My face is leaning out, right? Just wanted to share some thoughts with y'all. Hope you're all doing well. For all of you who don't know who Jeff Cavalier is, I'm doing a Jeff Cavalier workout. Part B, Part A kind of killed me. You can all follow me on X or Twitter, I like to say. X makes me break into a full body sweat. I just don't like saying that. It's like someone that says, "Can I steal something from you?" It's like I hate when people say that. Why are we glorifying theft? That only confuses the child, you know? Like, people don't think about what they say before they say it. People need to start thinking about what they say, right? I mean, I may not be understandable, but at least I'm like lucid, you know what I mean? At least I know what's going on. You know, like what I'm trying to say, right? And an ass backwards, circular kind of way. If that makes sense. Probably not. Anyway, yeah, it's 7:50 a.m. My Garmin watch said I got decent sleep. I went to bed about a little later than I wanted to, but I was having fun with my game Neo. You can follow me at YouTube /@louditalian, L0UD_Italian. And then we'll go, you know, and then you can check out my channel that way. Be sure to like, subscribe, leave a comment if you can. What else? Oh yeah, X, or I should say. You can follow me at Loud Italian also, right? Yeah, I'm heading to the gym. My workout's gonna be, well, actually, before my workout, let me back up a little bit. Before my workout, I'm doing, you know, every day I try to get in 15,000 steps. I'm spending my breaks now walking. I used to sit down in the break room for like 15-20 minutes, but now I'm walking, and I ask like coworkers if they want to take a couple of laps with me. You know, kind of open-ended there, no judgment. So that's kind of the recent development, just trying to get in my steps. I have a 2-day streak now. I had a 6-day streak, but it broke because I didn't get a lot of steps in on Wednesday. So what can you do? You know what I mean? You just try to stay consistent, right? Just get back on it. Don't let the next day, like if you're not working out or whatever, don't let the next day be like the day before, you know? Or don't, like, if you had a bad hour, don't let the last hour affect the new hour, right? So yeah, 15,000 steps. I'm on my 18-hour fast, my second 18-hour fast. I'm only doing fast 4 days a week. Reset my metabolism for those 3 days, and then you know, introducing food, still good food, still the same foods that I eat. You know, I like to start with the protein shake, a whey chocolate protein shake. I usually mix in like almond milk and some water, kind of a third almond milk, third water, and then like a scoop of whey. And last night, like when I got home from work, you know, I broke my fast with some liquid IV. I had liquid IV, and so I did that. And once the liquid IV was over, I didn't have anything to eat. There's no protein drinks available at that time for me. So I waited till I got home, and then I had a protein drink. I actually had 2 protein drinks. And then I had a sandwich for dinner, half a sandwich because I was pretty full. I can't really, when I'm eating, I notice that my appetite, like my satiety, is way higher than I remember, and I get fuller faster, which is good. That's what I want. And then yeah, so then I went to bed around 11. I got up, I got dressed, I'm at it, I'm going to the gym. I'm about 15 minutes out. And so, yeah, so sleep, you want to get sleep in there, you know what I mean? You want to aim for at least 7 to 8 hours a night. And then you want to work out first thing in the morning. I do it in a fasted state. And it works for me. And so after that, I do I get to the gym and all that, like I've said. And I know I'm probably repeating myself a lot. I would probably edit this video, but I hear that some people like to hear the screw ups and the fuck ups and stuff, so pardon my language. But yeah, I have a couple of things. I have a couple of things coming in the mail, and so I'm able to. I'm gonna when I do some walks and stuff, I'm probably gonna clip it onto my shirt or whatever, and then have like a little windscreen microphone, and then I'm able to like share my thoughts and that sort of thing with you guys. You know what I mean? Let's see what else. And that's kind of it. You know what I mean? My workout today is going to be, again, part B. So I'm going to start out with like a kettlebell complex to kind of get my body ready to go. Some ab work. And then I like to do my ab work first, because if I do my ab work at the end, I'm rushing it or I don't really do it. And so the abs are like any other muscle in the body. You're going to want to work it. Hi, viewer. You just joined me. You're the number one viewer. How are you? Hopefully you're well. I can't look at the comment section, and I can't look at the camera very much because I'm on the road to the gym. This is episode number 2. I'm probably like 210, maybe. I haven't weighed myself. I try to weigh myself every 3 weeks. But yeah, so I was just talking about, my fat loss journey. This is episode 2, from dad bod to father figure. Someone jumped in my channel and jumped out, and that's okay. Part of being a content creator is you got to get comfortable with talking to 0 viewers, right? Talking to the camera sounds silly. It's unnatural, it's awkward, it's uncomfortable, but that's okay. That's how I work out. That's my gym. My gym workouts, they're super grueling, they're super uncomfortable, and they're not always exciting. They work though. They're tried and true workouts. Nutrition's key, right? Always. Abs are made in the kitchen. Very important that you get that nutrients in. Your macros, your proteins, your healthy fats, and your carbohydrates, right? Your proteins break down into amino acids, and your body uses that. And then, complex carbohydrates break down into monounsaccharides, polyunsaccharides to monounsaccharides, and then you have, your fats, right? Your healthy fats, your monounsaturated fats, your polyunsaturated fats, staying away, trying to limit saturated fats, but definitely you want to eliminate or decrease to as much to 0 as you can trans fats. I'm not a dietitian. I'm not a nutritionist. I'm not a doctor. I'm just your boy here, on my way to the gym, recording a second episode, and gonna look back on this. You know what I mean? Gonna look back on this. This is 2026. We're January 17th, 2026, and it's 8 o'clock in the morning, and I'm on my way to the gym. I'm gonna try to get an hour workout in. I'm gonna shower. I'm gonna go to work, and then I'll break my fast about. What will I break my fast? I stopped at 8, so 1 o'clock, about 2 o'clock, I'll stop my fast, and then I'll have like a 6 to 7 hour eating window, and then I'm gonna fast for my 24 hours because I start Saturday nights at 8 p.m. and then I end my fast at Sunday night at 8 p.m. and then I'm gonna have a nice dinner, and it's working for me, you know. I'm happy. I'm losing. I'm like 2.5 to 3 belt sizes smaller now. You know, my work shorts and all that are fitting nicer now around my waist. You know, I got a nice haircut from my barber yesterday. Very nice. He's actually teaching his buddy how to do a fade, and because he's getting into the barbershop stuff. So yeah. Here I am, just waiting at the light now. I'm about 10 minutes out from the gym. 10 minutes. This is episode number 2. What else? Yeah, I've been thinking about like what I want to accomplish after I hit my goal of 175. You know, I've got about 40, let's just say 40 pounds of fat left. There's 3,500 calories per pound of body fat. I have 40 pounds, so whatever 3,500 times 40 is the amount of calories I have stored in my body right now that my body can use for energy. And so I'm trying to tap into that whenever I can. I'm trying to have my body use ketones for energy instead of carbohydrates. And so, you know, my carbohydrate, my glycogen and all that stuff, right? My storage form of glucose that my body uses, you know, is going to tap into that. It's going to be depleted, and the body doesn't want to use ketones or fat, right? Lipolysis, lipids, right, or fat, and lipolysis is basically the breakdown of. So lipolysis is the breakdown of fat. And so the body doesn't really like doing that because it's harder chemically to do, and the body does a lot already, and it's going to want to kind of cut corners, right? It's smart. It's a very smart machine. It's the best machine on the planet. All machines are inspired by the human body. That's how everything gets started, because it's the most efficient machine on the planet. And so, but yeah, I was thinking about, you know, the last couple of days. Well, let's say I wake up tomorrow, right? And, you know, and I've done everything I needed to do, and I've hit my goal of 175. Then what? What am I going to accomplish after post 175 when I'm lean? You know what I mean? And I'm relatively muscular, and I've got crazy amounts of energy, and I feel sexy again. You know, translation, I want to look good naked. You know what I mean? Like, I want to feel better, and I want to be a good role model for my kids. You know. By the way, they have their first game today. My wife's taking them to their first game. I'm only able to go to the practices just because of my work schedule, and that's okay. I mean, it's basically like the job interview. You know what I mean? Everyone is going to be the best they can be, and they're prepared and stuff, right? I'm there to prepare them, and then you know, my wife's there to check out the games and stuff. And I'm pretty sure my mother and father-in-law, you know, my wife's parents are going to support them from at a time when they're not super busy, because they have 5 grandkids. You look at their work schedule, their calendar, even though they're retired, they look busier than most people who work full time. It's crazy. how much they do for everyone else. Selfless. There's not like a selfish bone in their body. But yeah, so like after 175, I'm probably, I mean, the videos and stuff that I have, and I've got like at least like 10 videos of roadside podcast content for you guys. We're at 15 minutes. I'm about 10 minutes out from the gym. And so, I don't know, you know what I mean? Like, aside from like doing my my podcast and stuff, I don't know, maybe I'll do a tour of the gym. Maybe I'll show a workout or two. Maybe I'll do, more walks, more walk and talks. I'll call it walk and talks. I like that. I either call it a stop and chat or a walk and talk. So I'll probably start creating those. And my thumbnail will be like walk and talk episode 1 or whatever, right? Because generally I walk by myself, but I don't know if I'm able. I have to ask some people. I don't want to get in trouble, but when I'm on my break and I'm trying to get in my steps, I'm wondering if they're comfortable with, or it's okay policy-wise if I do live stream and record some of my walks, because like I've been saying, hi viewer, I'm on my way to the gym. I say every time I say hi viewer, the viewer goes away. I should just probably keep talking then, right? It's an awkward angle because I'm recording in my car. I'm probably going to get something to where it's more stable, and then you're able to see me, kind of like, not up to down, but kind of, at a relatively like level position, with the camera. Maybe I'll have it up higher, and then that way you're higher than I am and I can look up at you. I don't know, we'll see. Like, subscribe, leave a comment, and in the comments let me know, you know what I mean, like how the video was. I'm not editing in this. This is raw footage. This is real time, just recording my thoughts. Who is this guy? Who is this guy in his car talking to me about his journey? It's like, well, I'm loud Italian, and I get loud and I talk with my hands, and I have changed my my profile picture to reflect, how you doing, right? Let's see, what else? I'm just trying to, here I am, just a guy, trying to get his in. I'm gonna get my good workout in. My workout's going to be, again, the kettlebell complex, and then I'm gonna go over to the dip machine and I'm gonna do dips, and then I'm gonna do, at least three sets, no more than 5 sets of 20 repetitions of dips. And this goes for all of my workouts, and then I'll head over to the cable machine, and I'm gonna do some standing single arm rows with the cable machine, and then I'm gonna do 3 to 5 sets, 20 repetitions, and then I'm gonna drop the arm down and I'm gonna do some rear cable flies, 3 to 5 sets, 20 repetitions, and then I'm gonna do what am I gonna do next? What am I gonna do after that? I'm trying to memorize the workout. That's three of the exercises, right? And then I'm gonna do what is the next one? I forget. But I know there is reverse lunge. Why? Okay, Jesus, let me get over. Will you let me get over, please? Wow. Guy must be really late for work. Really late for work. On his phone. Dickhead. Guy is a dickhead. These people on the road, I tell you. Anyway, apologies. But, yeah, so, like, what's next? After that, yeah, I said reverse lunge. You know, reverse lunge is easier on joints because it doesn't put your body in a compromising position, you know, with your knees and stuff, right? And it's always a good thing to do a reverse lunge when you're picking something up from the ground. And then I have hamstring curls to do. So ab workout, and then Jeff Cavalier's workout, and then probably like a cool down, some stretching. I'm really gonna be sore with my hamstrings, I think. So hopefully it doesn't. I got to be careful because I have to walk around and stuff, and I don't want to be so sore where it's like every time I take a step, I'm super sore. All right, I'm about 3 minutes out from the gym. I'm about to park my car. You guys have been great. Thank you. Thank you to my new subscribers. Thank you to those who continue to subscribe to my channel. Thank you to those who discover my videos through the YouTube algorithm. I hope this stuff helps. It's helping me. It's helping my confidence level. People don't really understand when I say, yeah, I have a YouTube channel. I think they think it's mostly a joke, like I'm joking with them, but I'm not. And I recommend it. You know, people even think about doing stuff like this, but I do. I mean, why not, right? Give it a shot. You might like it. It builds confidence, right? It gives you a new perspective. It helps you, you know, it helps with neuroplasticity, right? It helps you, you know, do new things. And then if you're like, hey, I can do this thing, then maybe I can do this thing. It builds your confidence and stuff, right? And that's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. What a beautiful view. Look at that view. Beautiful, right? Fantastic. All right. So I'm going to get in here and I'm going to park my car and I'm going to work out. And episode 3 is coming soon. So this video was about 23 minutes long, and that's about as long as my last video was. I think it was like 26 minutes. So thank you so much again for hanging out with me. Someone took my favorite spot, but that's okay. I'm going to go ahead and back in. Okay, we're going to go in the corner, I think. Yeah, we're going to back up into a parking spot here. Their spots are super thin. So even the right there, boom, there we go. I'm in. I got to the gym. I'm here. I made it safely. I arrived to my destination. I am Loud Italian. Thank you so much for joining me, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out. And I'm gonna go get my workout in. Your boy's gonna get it. So peace. Have a beautiful day. Have a beautiful morning. Hang out with those you love. You work. Have a great day at work. I'm in your corner. I'll catch you in the next one, guys. Peace. Love you all.